Shelby CSX 1987–89. The Shelby CSX, Carroll Shelby's Paramental, was a limited production high-performance automobile based on the turbocharged intercooled Dodge Shadow and Plymouth Sundance. These cars were offered by Shelby Automobiles Incorporated from 1987 through 1989. The first Shelby CSX appeared in 1987. Power came from Shelby's intercooled turbo 2.2 liters inline 4, producing 175 horsepower, 130 kilowatts, at 5,300 revolutions per minute and 175 feet middle. Lbf, 237 Newton meters, of torque from 2,200 to 4,800 revolutions per minute, with a 0 to 60 miles per hour, 97 kilometers per hour, time of 6.8 seconds. Shock absorbers and springs were replaced, and Daytona Shelby Z rear discs were added. Once again, Shelby used his own wheels. Outside badging was more restrained than other Shelby offerings. Black was the only color available. In 1966, Shelby created a special line of Shelby Mustangs for the Hertz Car Rental Company. Shelby repeated this method in 1988 with the creation of the CSXT for the Thrifty Rental Company. The CSXT was only sold to Thrifty. All 1,001 units produced were white with gray and blue trim. The CSXT was mechanically similar to the 1987 CSX, except the non-intercooled Turbo I engine was used. Two variations were made, an intercooled version given to the president of Thrifty and a version with a factory sunroof given to the president's daughter. The final CSX was 1989's CSX VNT. This would also be the final Shelby Dodge, and mark two notable technological advances: the introduction of a Garrett variable nozzle turbo, VNT, which was the first application of variable turbine technology in a production car, and the application of composite wheels designed by Shelby and produced by Motor Wheel Corporation, known as fiberides, which were lighter than contemporary aluminum wheels. The engine was Chrysler's new intercooled Turbo 4 equipped with a Getrag A555 5-speed transmission. The variable geometry turbo vanes were computer-controlled and needed no wastegate. Instead, they adjusted the flow of exhaust gases to spool up instantly and provide strong power. Chrysler kept the horsepower rating at 175 horsepower, 130 kilowatts, but upped the torque rating to 205 feet middle. Pounds, 278 Newton meters, at 2,100 revolutions per minute. Full torque was available from this low RPM to well past redline. Turbo lag was eliminated, with full boost, 15 pounds per square inch spike, available at 2,100 revolutions per minute. Car and Driver magazine called it a high-tech hot rod and a technological showcase and were impressed with the engine's flexibility and top gear acceleration. They tested it to 156 miles per hour, 251 kilometers per hour. Synthetic oil and premium fuel were specified for use with this car to prevent turbo overheating and prolong engine life. Rather than a proper tune-up, the VNT's control systems were advanced for the time. Replacing the VNT with a simple but lag-prone Turbo 2 was common. Examples with the VNT system intact are today considered more valuable to collectors. Shelby installed emblems in the engine compartment specifying Mobil 1 synthetic oil only, as he did on other Shelby Dodges. These are often missing on long-running examples. The suspension was also modified, as the alignment specs are radically different from the other Shelby Dodges. On the exterior, Shelby chose exotic red, a mix of bright red and maroon, with gold wheels and trim and a ground effects package produced by Caymanar Aerodynamics to set the VNT apart from the standard CSX. The MSRP was $15,995. Production was limited to 500 vehicles, including 2 prototypes, and with the completion of cars, Carroll Shelby's direct involvement with Dodge was complete, although he continued to work on projects with Chrysler, often taking advisory roles, which included the development of the Dodge Viper and Viper GTS. The 89 Shelby CSX production figures can be broken down into the following: 15 were equipped as 2-option, Coming factory with 225 wide tire option as well as Recaro bucket seats, 2 were used as prototypes, 2 were equipped with non-Recaro and wide option tires. The remaining were either Recaro or non-Recaro equipped cars with regular size tires. The front aerodams and rear wing can still be purchased from Cayman Aerodynamics. The wing is now equipped with an LED brake light built into it. The front aerodams are slightly different than the original factory piece.